Hello students, welcome back to our online teaching of St. Thomas School Mohwa. Myself Nimisha Mehta. In our English subject class 6, we have started unit 3 and we have also finished activity 1. Do you know, in activity 1 we learned water everywhere. There is 1260 quintillion water on the earth. 1260 quintillions. Do you know, very large digit. Liter of water on the earth. Yet drinkable water is scarce. Now also we experienced. Do you know? No? Scarcity of water, fresh water. The reason is less than 1/2 of 1% of Earth's water is drinkable. This amount is too less to fulfill the need of drinking water for the people on the earth. The only option left with us is to convert sea water into drinking water. I explained in our last lecture this process going on. Sea water convert into fresh water as a drinkable. This process is known as desalination. In an old style, seawater was boiled until it turned into steam. The steam would be cooled, condensed back into water and then collected. But this process consumed a lot of time and seawater could be converted into drinking water in very small amounts. It also used a lot of fuel. Do you know fuel is very costly now? Petrol, rockal means kerosene, then wood, all type of fuel, gas also. Therefore, the process became very costly. Scientists are looking for new ways to make desalination less costly. So, we understood about how costly the sea water convert into fresh water. So, as per that we go our activity 2. Do you know? The title Water Everywhere comes from a famous poem called The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. The poem is very long and tells us a story of a very unlucky sailor. You can find many recordings of it on the internet. You can find. Okay? So, here they mention sailor. Do you know? Sailor means those who travel through the sea water in a ship. In one verse of the poem, the sailor's ship needs wind to sail on the ocean. But for many days there is no wind. Without wind, how they travel? How he travels? Do you know, sailor? So, stuck means stood still. New words we understand them given here. Idle, not working, still. Stuck means stood still. Motion, movement. Idle, not working, still, shrink. Get smaller in size. So as per that new word, you write down in your notebook and also understand. In verse 1, it is described that each day repeatedly the wind dropped and they means their ship, could not move further. They stood still and had no movement. Do you know which verse here? Day after day, day after day, we stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. So in this verse, the poets about. The poet says about. It is described that each day repeatedly the wind dropped and they could not move further. Stuck. Do you know? Stood still. Stable. They stood still and had no movement. Motion means movement. Their ship thus stood still, looked like a painted ship upon a painted ocean, as an image, as a picture. Stood as it is. The next verse has our title, Water, water everywhere, and all the birds did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. We seen in our activity 1. So as per that, in the second verse, it is described that all around them means their ship. There was still water in a very large amount. Do you know? Coastal area, sea, ocean. Water, water everywhere. Then in the last 2 lines, irony of situation is employed. Dark, sharp contrast is shown that there is water all around, but not a drop to drink. Salty water, do you know? No? In sea, in the ocean, all around the salty water, no drop to drink, since it is undrinkable. They are helpless. Water, water everywhere, but no deep little drop to drink. So, from this verse 1 and verse 2, we understand that how the preciousness of water. Work with a partner or in a group to understand the meaning of the verses. What is the water that is everywhere and why is there no drinking water? But in this situation, we can't together in a school with our classmate, with our partner. So, I saw here from this poem, the rhyme of the ancient mariner. Originally, the rhyme of the ancient mariner is the longest major poem by the English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge, written in 1797 to 98 and published in 1798 in the first edition of Lyrical Ballads. Some modern editions use a revised version printed in 1817 that featured a gloss. Along with other poems in Lyrical Ballads, it is often considered a signal shift to modern poetry and the beginning of British Romantic literature. This poem from that only. See here, one ship is there. This image. Okay. The rhyme of the ancient mariner has been referenced in various works of popular culture. Here statue is there. Look bachche. Yes. The statue of the ancient mariner with the albatross hung from his neck at Watchet Harbour, Somerset, England, unveiled in September 2003 as a tribute to Coleridge. How a ship having passed the line was driven by storms to the cold country towards the South Pole, and how from thence she made her course to the tropical latitude of the great Pacific Ocean, and of the strange things that befell, and in what manner the ancient mariner came back to his own country from this storm. From this part 2, the poet Koch this stanza. From part 2, the sun now rose upon the right, out of the sea came he, still hid in mist, and on the left went down into the sea. And the good south wind still blew behind, but no sweet bird did follow, nor any day for food or play came to the mariner's hollow. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. From this part 2, the poet caught these two stanza. We already understand. Day after day, day after day, we stuck nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship, as an image, as a picture that stood still upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. From this stanza, we understand that the moral of his ballad is to appreciate all forms of life. To develop this theme, Coleridge utilizes imagery and symbolism to create an implicit partnership between life in death and the moon. The purpose of their partnership is simple. They both serve to punish the mariner for his crime. Notes for water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. By extension, these lines are used to describe a situation in which someone is in the midst of plenty but cannot partake of it, because all around this ship is a salty water. Lines from The Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. The speaker, a sailor on a becalmed ship, is surrounded by salt water that he cannot drink. Morals in The Rime of the Ancient Mariner is appreciation of life. In our real life also, we have to appreciate. So, from this lesson, we understand, and I send the question answer of this activity 2. Work with a partner or in a group to understand the meaning of the verse. So, I send this verse and you write down in your notebook. As per that, we have to pick out the speech and name them. Pick out the lines in which the poet has used figures of speech. Day after day, day after day is a repetition. We stuck nor breath nor motion. Tautology. As idle as a painted ship. Simile. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. So as per that, I send PDF. Write down in your notebook. I hope you have done up to unit 2, and also I send PDF of unit 1 and unit 2. So you write down and clarify your answers with me. Okay? Thank you.